What's going on, everybody? Today I'm here in beautiful San Francisco, California, checking out the Ferry Building Marketplace. With over 24 artisan food merchants, this place is a true SF food establishment. I doubt I'll have any problems finding the ingredients for my next recipe, so let's go check it out. Built in 1898, the Ferry Building was once a busy terminal for boat and rail passengers. These days, it's chock full of great restaurants, vendors selling local foods, and a one-of-a-kind farmer's market. Hi there.
Hi, how are you? What
Good,
can I get for you?
I am making a crab sandwich today. So what do you recommend?
So we have Dungeness pre-cooked crab meat.
Okay.
It's lump crab meat taken out of the shell. We also just got in some live crab about 30 minutes ago.
Fantastic. Hey, check it out?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Okay,
You guys are huge.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Gonna get this guy.
Whoa. Spicy guy.
Woo. What's great about the Dungeness crab is that it not only has leg meat, it has tremendous claw meat and body meat. They're usually around 2 pounds. This one probably weighs about 2.5.
So obviously definitely a big crab, but is there anything as far as flavor different than any other crab?
I'd say with this crab, it's got sort of a naturally buttery taste to it.
Yeah.
It's really great.
Kind of sweet maybe, you know?
A tiny bit, yeah.
Okay, awesome. I'll definitely take this one.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Good luck
it.
with that.
So I got all my beautiful produce here at Farm Fresh to you, and now it's off to get my bread.
Hi, how are you doing?
Awesome. I'm looking for something really sort of airy, soft, buttery. You have something like that?
So it sounds like what you want is the panda mie. It's made from an enriched French dough with milk, butter, and a little bit of sugar.
Awesome.
All of those things are going to give it a tender crust and a very fine, even crumb.
Yeah, I'm going to be slicing this, using it for a crab sandwich, so I think this is absolutely perfect for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, have a good one.
You too. Enjoy your sandwiches.
The Ferry Building was absolutely fantastic, and I got everything I need to make this killer crab sandwich. Today I'm going to be showing you guys what I call a crab witch. I got a ton of great ingredients at the Ferry Building, so let's get started. When cooking live crab, you need about 20 minutes in boiling water. So these have cooled down a bit. I'm going to start taking them apart. It's called the apron. I'm going to pull it back. It's going to give me a little bit of leverage to separate the shell from the head from the body. And now these gills right here, just want to get rid of those. Break the legs off. You're just going to break this right down the middle. And this is really where you're going to get all that beautiful meat. What's great about these little claws is you can start to use them as a tool to dig out some of the crab meat. You know, it's definitely a little bit of work, but there is a ton of crab meat right in here. Now I'm going to start breaking apart the legs. So I have this handy dandy tool. It's a crab cracker. You just want to crack it just enough to where you can hear the shell crack. Just gonna break that leg off. And right away, almost the crab meat just flew right out of it. You might get a shell or two in there, but if you do, just pull it out. This is what you'll get out of one whole Dungeness crab. It's gonna give me 2 servings for my crab sandwich today. I'm gonna dress it and just make it really delicious. Grab my tarragon, peel away the leaves, give this a quick chop. Just gonna grab a little bit of mayo, a tablespoon or so, and a little bit of mustard. This is Dijon mustard, just a pinch of cayenne pepper. That's ready to go, done. Just gonna set it aside and start working on my veggies. So as you can see, I'm getting these super thin strips of fennel. This has that licorice flavor, but also gives it a really nice crunch. Set that aside, grab my onion. So since the grain of the onion is round, you're gonna wanna slice it in that same fashion. So you're gonna start at an angle. Once you get to the top of the onion, you're gonna start angling your knife vertically, turn it around and do the same thing. Put all my beautifully sliced onions with the fennel. Now I'm gonna grab my lettuce. Just gonna roll this up, start slicing it. All right, super easy. So I'm gonna add this jalapeno. It's gonna give it a really nice spicy kick. And you're gonna wanna get rid of all these seeds to take that vein out, and with that, all the seeds will come with it. So I'm gonna add all these jalapenos there, and now I'm gonna dress my salad. A little bit of lemon juice, a little bit of olive oil, maybe a tablespoon or so, some salt, a little bit of fresh, cracked black pepper. You can just mix this with your hand. Just taste a piece of fennel. Really good. So this is definitely finished, really beautiful. Now I'm gonna start assembling my sandwich. Some nice, generous, you know, fairly thick slices. Now I'm gonna throw a pat of butter on this griddle and just start toasting off my panda meat. It'll take about maybe 30 seconds if you have a really hot pan to toast your bread. Some people say butter the bread, I say butter the pan. Ready to go? Now I'm gonna assemble my crab sandwich. Just a nice little dollop on top. The more the merrier with this Dungeness crab. Just gonna make a little bit of room for my plate. Now I'm gonna finish my crab with these sliced veggies. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of watercress, and this is gonna give it a nice peppery flavor and a little bit of crunch too. That is a crab sandwich. Give it a quick cut on the bias. If it falls apart a little bit, no biggie. All right, I'm gonna get my cedar out, give it a nice pour. Now I'm gonna dig into my sandwich. This is incredible. Really rich crab. Right away I can taste the tarragon. It takes a second for the jalapeno to kick in, all those spicy flavors. The cedar does such a great job of cutting through the creaminess and the richness of the crab. It just works so well together. Honestly, this is what I call picnic food. Thank you so much for watching and hopefully you enjoyed this recipe. Join me next week as I head down the coast to Monterey.